Hey everyone, and welcome to another live challenger commentary from a SkillCapped expert. This guide comes from our website, SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches, teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. There's 14 brand new commentaries added each week, and a site-exclusive feature where our challenger experts will answer any and all questions that you have. All of this and so much more can be unlocked at our website, SkillCapped.com, so click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com, and get the rank you've always wanted.
Hey everyone, and welcome to SkillCapped Smurf Commentaries. My name is Evnus, I'm Challenger AD, and in this game we're playing Vayne and Gold Elo. We're going to be playing with a Poppy support versus Ezreal with a Lulu support. This is actually really good for us because Ezreal is a safer champion in the game. He can't really pressure as hard, especially if he isn't given an aggressive support pick. He's given an enchanter support, so we might be able to get the ideal scenario in which we just play to farm. That's exactly what we're going to want because we will outscale Ezreal pretty damn hard. He's also running inspiration, so he won't have Gathering Storm or anything like that. We're also playing with Nunu jungle versus Shaco jungle. Generally how this matchup goes is Shaco's going to try and cheese ganks, mostly either in bot lane or mid lane. And Nunu is also a bot-centric champion, so Shaco might just elect to play topside in that case. Otherwise, it might be a 3-on-3 brawl bot side repeatedly. We'll have to get ready for that, basically make sure we are healthy for those type of scenarios. We also want to make sure we get some form of lane priority because helping Nunu get scuttle control will be really helpful in letting him play for snowballs to gank either mid lane or bot lane. It also would be really helpful for him to try and look to do his dragons because, as you guys know, Nunu is very good at doing dragons pretty early because of his 6-second smite in his Q ability. So Ezreal's gonna get in the lane first, and Lulu's already looking to try and poke me. Not really gonna be too concerned with wrestling control of this lane, especially after Poppy takes that Ezreal Q. They're gonna hit level 2 first because of the state of the wave. So we could just sit and relax pretty much. Wait for the wave to reach us. We don't want it to hit tower because we want to be able to actually hit the CS. And if the wave hits the tower, it's just a lot harder, especially this early on, to CS under towers. So pretty much going to want to keep the wave away from the tower. And not much we can do here because Poppy is not in a healthy HP state and isn't in an angle where she can just go in on them. So we're just gonna sit tight, hopefully land as many CS as we can. And this third wave is the first wave in which we can play aggressively, especially if we hit level 3 first, which will get achieved based on the first 3 melees. Gonna flash forward, make sure this kill goes through. Gonna condemn. Wanted to condemn him backwards, but he did press E pretty early, so we didn't get to get the condemn off. I'm pretty sure I just was a little bit slow on that one. But generally that's what you should be looking for in that scenario. Right now the wave is slow pushing for us, and we want to make sure this wave will continue slow pushing. Ezreal has E again. Okay, so we can't really do anything about that. Just gonna make sure this wave slow pushes. We're gonna go ward to make sure we're not gonna get ganked on this slow push. Pop a potion because we need to make sure this wave will crash. Alright, so very unfortunate there. I really didn't want Poppy to go in because we could just play off my potion HP. and slow push the wave in, but Poppy got extremely careless and just decided to E in the Lulu, basically force a temporary 1v2. Couldn't help out with that. I already used heal in the previous fight, so got stuck in a bad position because of that, but that's gonna be a-okay. Happens sometimes. Getting baited is gonna put me slightly behind, but nothing too big that I can't handle myself. So Lulu there, playing it pretty carelessly, allows me to get basically the entire gold lead I lost back. If you see your enemy laners not respecting you coming back to lane, you can basically just chase them down, especially if they have no dash, because Lulu would not be faster than me with my passive, which gives me move speed towards enemies, if she had no mana, and I'm pretty sure she had no mana in that scenario. So I was pretty much able to run her down. If she does decide to hit me, the entire wave is going to turn on her, so I'm not necessarily worried. Making sure the wave crashes, they're not going to hold the freeze, and then we'll channel our recall here. And if they start walking up here, we'll know that this is warded, so we can tell this isn't warded, so we can just continue our base. Going for boots first because I really like having the move speed and the attack speed. I think this is one of the most efficient attack speed items in the game in terms of gold efficiency, so that's going to be pretty nice to have, especially on a champion like Vayne, where you want to just have the attack speed to proc your W as often as possible. And I generally like putting 3 points in W and then start maxing Q, so that's what I will do as well. Notice the wave is in a freeze at this point. Not in a freeze, but they have a massive wave and it's right outside my turret, so I can essentially turn this into a freeze if I really wanted to. I'll have the extra 90 move speed. Poppy should be able to kill him. She doesn't, but I don't have the HP. I don't have the HP to follow up on that. That's gonna be really bad for us, actually. I didn't expect them to do that much damage, so I'm just gonna lose a fatty wave here, and Poppy also ends up handing over another kill. It's gonna be slightly unfortunate, but we can bounce back. We're not in too terrible of a situation. We're gonna be behind a little bit of XP, but all things considered, we should be fine. We're not staying in a situation, like, the reason why I based there was because I was like around 100 HP. Anything could have killed me, even if I hit heal. It's not worth risking that, because if I die and I give one kill over, the lane's pretty much over by that point, if assuming equal skill level. So it's good not to risk things, especially since Lulu was clearing vision, so I didn't know if like the jungler would just pop up or something. At this point, we're gonna want to shove in this wave because we want to get vision control. Poppy's just eating every Ezreal Q. This could be a-okay. We're trying to auto the turret. Auto Ezreal here. Wanted to get them into tower and then Q forward just for an auto attack. Didn't work the way I expected. Unable to finish off the Shaco kill. Slightly unfortunate on that one. Let's go walk backwards because I know Shaco's going to try and Q forwards for a E. Staying here is pretty risky in my opinion, but Ezreal's basing, so we might just be able to stay. We have to be careful if Shaco just decides to just pop out of stealth, press E, auto me. That's pretty much enough to kill me. He did use Ignite though, I'm pretty sure. So we can play a little bit further up, I guess. And ideally we want to make sure the wave crashes again, because Ezreal's based. So here I'm just pushing in the wave. Gotta be careful. As soon as Lulu walks up, it's pretty much giving knowledge that Shaco's probably here. This is pretty standard. I'm gonna get... Alright, well, I'm gonna die anyway. It's gonna be slightly unfortunate. I definitely limit tested a little bit there. Poppy couldn't peel for me nearly as well as I would have expected, so I definitely miscalculated. But now we're going to be focusing on what we can do now. We have our noon quiver, and that's going to make CSing a little bit easier for us. Trying to run back to lane as fast as possible. Make sure we don't lose that much CS. When Vayne gets her level 6 and her ulti, it doesn't really change your gameplay too much. Your ulti pretty much gives you just raw damage and some outplay potential with invisibility and move speed bonus. But that doesn't really change your gameplay too much. So Vayne's not one of those champions where your game plan changes as soon as you hit level 6. Just gotta continue farming and pop down our control ward. Definitely want to establish some sort of control in this lane. I feel like I just can't really do much because of a lot of factors, but mostly Poppy hasn't really given me any opportunities in this lane. I'm going to try follow up CC the Poppy stun with Condemn, and then I should be able to kill Ezreal here as well. So at this point, we just shove in the remaining wave because we just got a double kill. Poppy essentially made a play as soon as I was talking smack, so that's good to see. And now we're just going to get turret plates, which will help us get back the gold lead we lost because of the Shaco ganks. And not really sure which one is the actual Shaco, but it's not this one, that's for sure. Oh gosh, I'm dead. Thought Condemn wouldn't have killed his clone. I thought I could have just pushed him back, but apparently my rank 1 Condemn did enough damage to pop his clone. If I didn't condemn him, he would have just chased me with his clone, which I believe was faster than me. And it would have just autoed me and I would have just died anyway. So I was just trying to push him away, but didn't work out as I planned. But we should have our Kraken Slayer going for Phantom Dancer second. Really common builds for any attack speed steroid champion. Kraken Slayer and Phantom Dancer, really sick combo when paired together. So here, perhaps we can make a play happen, but not anymore. There's a lot of opportunities if you play Vayne where if they're getting tower plates and you're coming back with ulti, you can just ult Q forward and then use your passive move speed to run up to them in that invisibility timer and then just start a fight. Wasn't given that opportunity because the wave died in that scenario, so we're going to take this time to shove in this next wave. We're given knowledge that they stayed, but I still want to get turret plates before they fall, right? I have 20 seconds left to get some turret plates, so exactly what I will be doing. Just getting some turret plates, making sure we just don't get randomly hit. Wow, that's a really ambitious E forward by Ezreal. So we're just gonna shove in the wave again. Shaco's showing top side, so we're not gonna be too scared of a gank or anything like that. That was a pretty good Ezreal Q. And honestly, at this point, we should just dive them. But Poppy isn't really up to the task. Not gonna be able to dive them. We're gonna have to shove in the next wave. And then try and look for another dive angle. So we're just gonna shove in the wave as fast as we can. There's gonna be a canyon wave, so it should be better for us to look for a dive. Bobby's just gonna take my kill from me. That's a-okay. Not too big of a deal, I guess. Gotta heal the Orianna because she is not in a good place. Or try to get away from here. Alright. It's gonna be a little bit weird. We're gonna try and walk away from the Vladimir that's chasing us. Shaco's gonna be eating over this wall, or queuing over this wall rather, and I'm just gonna be dead. Alright, so not the best play. Shaco popped up a lot faster than I expected him to, but there was not really a place for me to run if he was already there. I like turning with Nunu because I would be walking towards my team, and also Vladimir can't really kill me by himself because he needs to pop pool pretty fast. And I had flash. If he ulties me and then he's charging E or something, I just flash away from it. But Shaco really made that play kind of hard, if not totally impossible. So we're gonna go mid now. We got the bot turret, but dragon is spawning in 20 seconds, so you want to be in a lane to follow up on that. So we're gonna be in the mid lane. And again, Vayne is not really a champion that has like a lot of early game agency, so the fact that we're here at this point isn't really too concerning yet. We'll hit our item spikes and then start really racking in our damage charts. So I'm gonna go bot now because Dragon's down and Orianna looks like she wants to stay mid. So bot lane's the only lane with an accessible wave at this point. I could also technically be there with my team, but they already have the numbers advantage without me. They shouldn't really need me, all things considered. So I am in the bottom lane. Saw Shaco walk back, so I'm not too concerned about like a box surprise or something like that. We'll spend this time in getting the tier 2 turrets. And with any luck, we should be able to kill it and also pick up this remaining wave. Then ideally we also pick up some enemy jungle camps on the way home. So we're gonna ward over here in case Shaco is gonna try and queue through the ball. Alright, I waited for him to hit it once so that I'd have I want to actually fight this out, but I know they're going to be kind of scared for this one. Might just be in the bush, to be honest. Alright. We'll take those 3 kills. Shaco's gonna end up killing us at the end play, but I was in a 1v4, so that's gonna be pretty good in terms of what we got. Be completely content with that. Again, we are just now hitting our item spikes. When we hit Gwynsu's Rage Blade, that's in particular where we're pretty much set to carry the game. And yeah, so we built our Gwynsu's components, and next place to look to be on the map is for mid tier 2 because it's really squishy unless it dies already. Then we should ideally head top because Baron is going to be the next objective, and even though 20-minute Barons are kind of ambitious, we are ahead enough to consider it, so looks like I'll just go mid instead because action is happening there. And Gangplank is also shoving in the top wave, so I can't really get CS up there. So at this point, we can pretty much just walk forward, shove in the waves, look to damage towers. And then we'll go ahead and help with top turret after. Okay. Just gonna die in the middle of my invisibility. I'm pretty sure my team was 3v1ing the Vladimir, so they couldn't help me out there. It's a tad bit unfortunate. I feel like we could have just gotten the turret and then headed top, but my team wasn't really on the same page as me, and that's completely okay. It's gonna happen. We should have enough gold to get our Grinsu's Rage Blade completed on our revival, and then with Phantom Dancer, Kraken Slayer, and Grinsu's Rage Blade, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves for doing the Baron, because that's going to be a lot of DPS. So we can just straight up go for it. Nunu can just go ahead for his snowball. As soon as he respawns, he's going to be able to get pretty far with that. Unless he doesn't snowball. Okay, there it is. So with Nunu and my 3-item power spike at this point, we should be able to pretty much just shred the Baron, and then we can go for the Dragon Soul Point as well, which will be a-okay. Not going to be worried about what's going on in top lane, because Gangplank was just not on the same page as us, and that's completely okay. We're just going to get ourselves our Baron and then head for our Soul Point. Not really too concerned about the Poppy. She's just not on the same page as us, and that's going to be okay, but we're going to make sure we secure the Dragon Soul. I can actually just 1v2. Confused how that was not a condemned stun against the wall. Pretty much used our ulti Q invisibility to try and look for an angle while she goes for the ward. She won't be able to see us if we ulti tumble forward, so that's what we did. Spend this time getting the Wraith Camp and then rotating to the bot wave, because no one else seems to be going there, so we don't want that wave to just get lost to the turret. So that's exactly where we will be. And we'll shove in the next wave as well, because if we rotate to mid from this point, it'll be too late. So we can just keep pushing the bot wave. And then we can look for enemy jungle. By the time we walk a little bit further up, we're going to blue ward here to make sure no one's looking to pop us on our way to our team. Blue buff is down. Okay. We can walk towards our team at this point if they need us. Otherwise, we can just take the blue buff. And we can shove in the bot wave, do a 4-1. But it seems like my team is recalling at this point, so perhaps we will not be able to get this turret. But after we pick Vladimir, just by doing a lot of damage at this point with our 3-item power spike, we could look for turret maybe. Okay, that's a weird Poppy ults. We didn't have a mini wave for the turret anymore, so I guess we're just gonna sit here. So pretty sure that's not the real one. Oh, that is the real one. Okay. We should be able to flash over this wall, just kill everybody. And that should be the game. So thank you guys so much for watching this commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
And remember, this guide comes from our website, SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. Not only that, but we release 14 brand new Smurf commentaries with cutting-edge builds and meta champions every single week. And if that wasn't enough, we have a site-exclusive feature where you can ask the Challenger expert any question you want, anything you're struggling with or confused about, and are guaranteed a response by them. All of this can be unlocked for as little as $5 a month and is backed by our rank improvement guarantee. That means a full refund if you don't improve. That's not all, you also get the most comprehensive League of Legends training on the internet with over 900 videos and 150 courses teaching you exactly what you need to know to improve. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied SkillCapped members and get that rank you've always wanted.